everyone. Wanted to give you some information on how our math fact practice is going to work in 4th grade this year. This is something new we've started, and it's going to be our first thing of the day for 15 minutes. Right now it's taking a little bit longer since we're getting into our routine and learning how math fact practice is going to work and what it's used for and how to track our graphs and things like that. So wanted to share some information so that you can kind of talk to your child about it and kind of know what's going on with math fact practice, and also so you can reinforce it at home. Every child, last week we set up our math folders, and inside their math folder they have an example of a number bond, and when I asked the kids if number bonds looked familiar, most of them said that yes, number bonds looked familiar to them. And number bonds can be used in several different ways. It gives us a visual representation of how numbers are bonded together, and for this purpose we're going to be looking at how numbers are bonded together for multiplication. And there are other ways numbers can be bonded together. Right now we're focusing in on their multiplication basic math facts. So one thing that we do for our whole group practice, this is what our whole group practice will be used for. Every child will be given a dry erase marker and something to wipe it off with. And in their math folder, I will be walking around giving them certain math problems that have to do with a fact family. This week we are starting on our 2s, and then the following week will be our 3s, and so on. If I notice that a certain fact family is difficult, or we have the majority of the class is struggling, it might last a little bit longer than a week. But right now we're planning on a week, and so we're starting on our 2s so far. What I've told the children is that it does not matter which way your bond is facing you. It could be up and down, it could be side to side, either way. But I have them make sure everybody's ready to go, and then I give them a math fact. So I would say maybe start off with 2 and 4. 2, 4, and 8 are bonded together. 2, 4, and 8 are bonded together. That means that 2 times 4 is 8, and 4 times 2 is 8. And then I would ask them to erase. And then I would say 2, 10, and 20. 2, 10, and 20 are bonded together. That means that 2 times 10 is 20, and 10 times 2 is 20. And then I would say erase. And then I might say something like 2, 7, and 14. 2, 7, and 14 are bonded together. That means that 7 times 2 is 14, and 2 times 7 is 14. So this is what our whole group practice looks like, and we'll do this for the remaining time after we've done our pre-test, which I'll show you what that looks like also. So each student has this in their folder, and this will be what our whole group practice looks like. So I wanted to give you a little background information on that. Also, on Mondays, your child will take a test, a post-test, on the fact that we worked on the previous week. So today, of course, we did not take one because we haven't done this before. And today we also took a pre-test. And we took a pre-test on our 2s, and it looked just like this. And there are 20 problems on here, and they are expected to complete them all in 60 seconds, 1 minute. They are expected to complete all of them correctly, so that gives them 3 seconds per fact to solve all their basic multiplication facts for their 2's fact family. Then we graded it together with a colored pencil, and we counted how many each student got correct, and they wrote it at the top of their paper. This will come home today for you to view. After we took the pre-test, each student also behind their number bond page has a graph. They have 12 graphs, one for each fact family. So this first one, of course, is going to be for the 2s, and they labeled the date. If they finished before the timer, so they put either a Y or for yes or an N for no. And then they graphed how many they got correct. So this is not something I'm sending home. It is something that you are welcome to come to the classroom and look through. I'm also planning on sharing these at parent-teacher conferences. So, we are going to take a test on our twos on Thursday, and we will plot that also. And my goal is for the kids to be able to improve their score. And on Monday, next week, a week from today, we will take another post-test from the weekend. We'll take a post-test again on the twos, and we should still see improvement. So, and then next week we will probably start our threes. And then we'll turn the page and start our threes there. Some of the things we will be working on throughout the week for math fact practice. It's 15 minutes, the first thing each day. It could be anything from taking a pre-test or a post-test, whole group instruction, which is the number bond practice that I showed you. We will do small group instruction. If any students are struggling, I will pull them to a small group and we'll focus in on what they need help with. We have some math games we've learned. You might ask your child how to play Salute. It can be played with just regular, with a regular deck of cards. And so that is something, I'm going to post those instructions on the classroom website, which you can access through the Harrisonville District website. So I'll post those instructions on the web also. The kids have a copy. So we're playing Salute, which helps them with their math facts. We've also tried Beat the Calculator, and I'm going to introduce some other games that we'll play. We might just practice flashcards, which is one of the reasons why I asked all the kids on their supply list to bring multiplication flashcards. So it'll be something as simple as practicing a flashcards with a partner. But all of these things we will joggle and get some good math fact practice in every day of school for the entire year. Something we're going to be adding to this also, your child will be required to practice their math facts at least 3 nights a week, and it is part of their math grade. So in their planner, on Mondays, I will be stapling a small piece of paper in their planner. And the expectation is that they are practicing 3 out of the 5 nights of the week, and for 10 minutes practice their math facts. Ideally, I bet it would probably be a good idea to practice the math fact family of the week. For example, this week is twos. Also, when we get to the fours, practice the fours, but also practice the threes and the twos to review. So the kids are going to be required to practice their math facts at home. And I will know they're practicing by you signing off on that sheet. So be looking for that today in their planner. And I will collect it on Fridays, and it'll be worth 6 points towards their math grade every week. So it is something that I am expecting them to do to practice their math facts. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be happy to fill you in and answer any questions or concerns that you have. So please let me know. Thanks.